Yo, what's up YouTube? Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you. And in today's video, we've got some unboxings to do. One from a member of the comic community and the other from Comic Tom and the mystery mail call from the month of December. You're going to want to stick around to hear this story. Welcome back, YouTube and the comic community. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you guys. And in this video, like I said, we are going to do some unboxings. Got one in the mail today from a member of the comic community and a good friend of mine. And I also received, finally, my December mystery mail call. But you guys know that when we do a mail call unboxing, that I love to do a whiskey or bourbon review. In today's video, I've got a special treat for you guys. This is a bourbon that not a lot of people will have available to them, but I wanted to talk about it because it is one of my favorites to sip on special occasions, and that's gonna be Blanton's, the original single barrel bourbon. So guys, here are the two packages. I turned them the other way because I didn't black out the addresses on them, but one of them is my mystery mail call and the other is from Mark Spector Comics on Instagram. First name is David. David, thank you so much for sending me this A-OK, man. You totally didn't have to, but he hit me up on Instagram and said, Edwin, I got some comics to send your way, man. Let me get your address and I can get them shipped out to you. And he hit me up, I think it was Friday or Saturday. He said, Edwin, they should be there on Monday. And then he hit me up again today. He said, Edwin, it says that they got shipped. Did you get them? So I ran my butt all the way over to the mailbox and boom, there they were. I told him I'd unbox them tonight, open them up on camera while I was reviewing a bourbon, and we'll check to see what Mark Spector got me, guys. All right, so I got the two boxes out of the bags or mailing boxes, whatever, but let's talk about this Blanton's real quick, guys. Blanton's single barrel bourbon comes from the same distillery that I've talked about many times in the past, Buffalo Trace Distillery. I've done a few bourbon reviews already on some Buffalo Trace products, and you're gonna find those links right up there. You can go and check out some of my other bourbon reviews. Blanton's is one of the higher end, harder to find, especially in these recent couple months, maybe a year or two. It has been super difficult to find this bottle, and I say that as I have 3 bottles sitting for you right here, but it has been a chore to go hunt for these Blanton's bottles. One of them, and I want to say it is this bottle right here, I actually had to go to Kentucky to go get. The other bottles that I actually have out in my bourbon shelf out by the kitchen, the other bottles of Blanton's I have found here in San Antonio, but it hasn't been easy. I've had to try to trade with some people. I've had to go to different liquor stores, put my name on lists, and just get to know the people at your liquor store, like you would do when you go to the comic shop and you talk to the people at your the comic shop and those who work there. If you're looking for a certain book, either it's rare, it's just a book that you really want, you're gonna talk to the owners of the shop, right? And you're gonna become friends with them. Well, that's the same thing that I've done with the shop owners at different liquor stores or people that run the bigger Walmart style liquor stores that we have here in San Antonio. So Blanton's, I love what I really absolutely enjoy about Blanton's is the shape of this bottle. Now this right here is a 375 ml bottle, so it is like a little hand grenade, and then this is the big daddy. That is the 750 ml. Absolutely beautiful bottle. Very, very distinct in its look. You are definitely not going to mistake this bottle with anything else. What else can I tell you about Blanton's? Now, this is an already opened. I've drank this one already. But as you can tell on the top, we have these little toppers, these cork toppers with a horse and jockey on there. So there is a story that goes along with the horse and jockey. On each one of these, there are different letters by the back hind legs of the horse, and these letters spell out Blanton's. These are, like I said, hard to come by. So to find each letter, you're going to be doing some hunting. Right now, I almost have the whole set. I am missing 2. I'm missing the B and I'm missing the first N. Because if you spell out Blantons, there are 2 N's in the word Blantons. How can you tell the difference between the first N and the second? Because they are different. And the way you can tell is the front legs on the horse. As far as these 2 front ones that are closer to the camera. On the first, I believe it's the first N, the legs are closer together. And then on the second N, the legs are farther apart. When you finally do get all toppers for Blantons, you can actually send out to get them placed on a piece of the oak that was originally a part of a barrel for Blantons. It's super nice setup. I am on the hunt for that, but we're actually going to taste this. Another great thing about Blantons is get ourselves a little pour there. Not too much, because this is one of those bourbons that I do not like to waste. One of the great things about it, on the label right here itself, it tells you exactly the warehouse that it came from, which all of them come from warehouse H, and it tells you which floor, or on Rick number 9. This was Rick number 9. This is a 93 proof, and it gives you the dump date. So what the dump date means is when that the barrel of bourbon was actually dumped out and they started making these bottles. So each one of these has a different dump date on it. This was dumped on October 25th of 2018. This bottle right here is the same. I got these 2 bottles at the same time. And the dump date on this one is May 10th of 2019. There are there's people out there that are looking for specific dump dates. If you ever go to any of these bourbon Facebook pages or on Instagram, when you look up Blantons, they'll talk about dump dates, and that's what they're talking about, is what is on the label on the bottle. What I'm looking for, a specific dump date. Or some people go so far as to look for certain letters, thinking that a certain letter tastes better than other letters, when in actuality, the research that I've done says that the topper has nothing to do with the dump date or how, the flavors that you're getting out of the bourbon. So poured myself a little bit in this absolutely beautiful Glencairn. We're gonna give it a smell. Oh, it's an amazing smell. So what you're getting out of it, a little bit of a citrusy type of smell, kind of you get a little bit of caramel, like I've talked about in the past with other bourbons, a little spice to it, and let's give it the old flavor test. So smooth. I understand why this has become such a sought after bourbon. It hits you sweet at first, not too sweet on the palate, but you kind of get that citrusy taste at the beginning as it goes past the tongue, and you as you start to swallow the bourbon, you're getting a little bit of spiciness with some caramel and vanilla in there. Gosh, Blanton's is such an amazing bourbon, guys. If you have the chance to find one of these bottles, I highly suggest that you pick it up. Now, the caveat to that is, do not go out there spending crazy money. And I've talked about with comics, don't spend crazy money on comics, right? Don't do it on this. You will see these bottles, go online or go in different Instagram, Facebook groups for $100 to $200, right? Depending on where you live and how hard it is to come by. But the bigger bottle is gonna retail run you $60. The smaller 375, that's gonna run you $30, guys. So I wouldn't go any more than that. If you can find it for cheaper, pick it up. But don't pay more for it, man. It is out there. You can find it. Just do what I said, is go to your local liquor stores. If you really want this bottle, get put on their list or get to know the people there, and they'll call you whenever they get it in. So as this sits, and we'll let it rest for a little bit, I'm gonna open these boxes up and we're gonna show what the Comic Jabroni got in the mystery mail call. All right, so the first thing I opened was Mark Spector Comics A-OK to me, and this is so nice of him to, send these to me. all of these books are books that I don't have in my collection, and I'm so so grateful to be a part of a great community like the comic book community. Man, you guys are awesome. Let me tell you something. Like my boy JB Discovery Bay says, we are hashtag comic book cousins. So the first book that I got from him is this DK3, The Master Race. Andy Kubert cover. This is book 2. Book 2. Next one he sent me is book 5 of The Master Race. Another absolutely beautiful Andy Kubert cover with Superman and Batman fighting on there. And this one is awesome. I think this is a Frank Miller cover right here. This is Master Race book 8 with Wonder Woman. That looks like a Frank Miller cover to me. Let me know. What do you guys think? I'm going to save that one. Next book he sent me is actually a book that I do have in the collection, but it's always good to get more Batman books in the collection. This is Batman 62 from Tom King, and that is a Frank Miller cover. That was the variant to that one. And he got me a Black Label book that just recently came out that I didn't pick up, but I have it now. This is Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. Frank Miller, Raphael Grandpa. There you go, right there. This is one of those bigger. This looks like a prestige type of book right there. And one of the big ones, man, that he sent me. Oh my gosh. And my boy Rod the Rican is going to be super jealous when he sees this. I just recently picked up Frank Miller's first artwork on Batman, right? Was that holiday special. And I guess, Mark Spector saw that video and he sent me Frank Miller's first artwork on Daredevil. And that's Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 27. Yes. Oh my gosh, that is such an awesome cover, man. So iconic. That red with the pink, they got Daredevil and Spider-Man on there. God, that is so awesome, dude. David, thank you so much. This AOK is, I'm like at a loss for words. Whenever I get books sent to me in the mail from all of you guys and gals out there in the comic book community, I mean, it just fills my heart with so much love, and just I'm so happy to be a part of this comic community, guys. So I don't want to cry or anything on camera, but let's get into the mystery mail call. All right, guys, so the mystery mail call comes in this beautiful black bag, mysterious black bag. So this is December's mystery mail call. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that every month I unbox one of these mystery mail calls for you, and I do a review on a bourbon. Last month, I didn't get mine in. And the reason behind that and the story behind it is, what Comic Tom was telling me is that some of the exclusive variants for the mystery mail call for the month of December got damaged in transit. So he was waiting for another shipment, and it just so happened that my box didn't, ship out to me because the box he had for me did not have the store or the exclusive, right? The Comic Tom exclusive. So I said, that's cool, man. There's no rush for me. But then it started getting like 2 weeks after that and 3. I'm like, yo, Tom, what's going on, man? And he said UPS, because it was the Christmas season, and the weather was pretty bad up north. It kind of delayed the process, but I got it in. And I know some people are getting their January mystery mail calls in, but this is December's, guys. So let's see what I got in. So first things up, every month now they are sending out these prints. And I love that print with Baby Yoda on there. And I know they were telling me that these prints actually have they're numbered on the back side. I've never opened one, right? I've always had it like this in this bag and board. I never opened it up. Next book up. Oh, is this First Godspeed? I think it is. This is Flash #1. I want to say that's First Godspeed. I could be wrong, though. It could be the Flash. I think it's the Flash, that #1 that started the whole rebirth. I think that's right. Here we go. We got the official handbook of the Marvel Universe. C through D. This is issue #3. Book I don't have. We have Infinity Inc. issue #26. This is a McFarlane cover. Look at that. I didn't even know McFarlane worked on this. McFarlane cover there. Next book up, we've got Deadly Class issue #41. This is actually a series that I've never really gotten into. Don't know anything about it. Deadly Class. Let me know what you guys think of it. I think that is my... Oh, yes. So that's a big book. Now, this is the Comic Tom exclusive for the month of December, and it was Metal Shark Bro issue number 1. I don't know a damn thing about Metal Shark, but there you go. I got issue number 1, so I'll be able to give that a read. Here is the every month they send you one of these little postcards that on the back side it tells you kind of about the mystery mail call, what the exclusive was, the signed and numbered collectible print from Kevin Esslinger. And this month it is from @Artist Pipe, and I'm going to put that up on the screen, and it is this really nice Harley Quinn. I'm going to cover up the Blantons, which I probably shouldn't do, but I'm going to anyways. Now, here's a book oh, there's 2. Comic Karma. Comic Karma's real, guys. I got Strange Skies Over East Berlin, which is a series that I've talked about in the past, and I absolutely enjoy reading it. And I got this from Mad Cave, RV9 number 1. And this is Comic Karma from December 4th. Dig that. I love that. And here is the big book, right? Every box is gonna have, you know, a key, semi-key in there to kind of make it up, make your money's worth. And this is a big one for me because I love Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan, and this is World's Finest issue 171 featuring Batman and Superman. So some awesome 12-cent Silver Age goodness, guys. So as my boy Comic Andy says, pinkies out, right? So Blanton's, guys, I think this is one of the best bourbons out there. Is it overhyped? Probably is, but I still think it is a very delicious bourbon. It's one of my favorites, guys. So if you come across it and it's at a decent price, retail $60, I would pick it up. Have one bottle out there for display. You open it up on very special occasions. You know what I mean? You understand me, guys? So 2 boxes in the mail, opened up, 1 A-OK from my homie Mark Spector. Definitely go onto his Instagram and check it out. I'm going to post it up when I talk about it. And then the mystery mail call, guys. I truly enjoy getting these mystery mail calls. I jumped in at a time when it was super cheap, right? I know the prices have more than doubled what I pay now. I'm not entirely sure if it is worth it at those prices, but I know with these Marvel exclusives that Comic Tom and those guys up there, Mill Geek Comics, you know, those Marvel exclusives that they're getting, it might start making it even more worth picking these up from now on. I know I'm not going to stop it because I'm getting them, and I'm going to be totally transparent with you. I paid $20 for the mystery mail call. Like, that's insane to me. But they grandfather in. That's one reason I will not stop picking these up every month. I pay $20 a month for these. And these exclusives, if you look them up on eBay, they're starting to go for $25, $30. So I'm making my money just on the exclusive itself, and then I'm getting some comics on top of that, guys. Anyway, I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni, man. If you enjoyed this video on bourbon reviews, comic unboxings, mystery mail call show-offs, guys, think about hitting that subscribe button and joining the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation, guys. We are growing every day, steadily. We are going. So welcome back to everybody else that you just enjoy watching my videos and looking at this beautiful face. Anyways, guys, until next time, I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni. Peace.